What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be getting into something a little bit different. I've got my 2020 Lowrider S right here. We're going to be looking over some of the aftermarket bolt-ons that I've done to it. So let's roll that intro and get after it. All right, so getting right into it up front, I've got the Memphis Shades Road Warrior fairing. Currently, I have the 13-inch visor. Originally, when I bought this Road Warrior fairing and this setup or whatever, I had the 11-inch visor, which it was really good. I liked the style of it. It was completely smoked, like not even really smoked. Like you couldn't see through it at all if you were standing up front. But it's really about like right here is where it stopped or so, and you couldn't see the bars or the cables or anything if you were looking directly at it. The 11-inch was good. I feel like it'd be better if it was like a shorter rider, you know, but it's like I'm 6 foot sitting on this thing, and I was getting some pretty bad helmet buffeting driving at highway speeds and stuff. So I bought the 13-inch, and that fixed that completely. The Road Warrior fairing does really good, deflecting the wind off of your body. It kind of hits this and swoops back and just hits the bike and then goes out away from you. It doesn't really hit me in the chest and stuff like that. The 13-inch visor or windshield, whatever. Yeah, windshield. I don't know why I'm calling it a visor. The 13-inch windshield does really good about that too. I've also got the Memphis Shades hand guards to match. They do really good. They don't flip, flap, and wobble in the wind, which is nice because it's not annoying sitting there listening to crap rattle as you're going down the road or be like hitting your hand and stuff. They do pretty good. They block the wind all right. They really to block like rocks and shit and debris. You can see this bike is filthy right now. I probably should have cleaned it before I started the video or whatever, but it's whatever. This bike is actually used. It's actually ridden. So, I mean, I'm not worried about a couple like seeing bugs and shit. We went on a ride up to Lake Livingston 2 weekends ago, and that's where all that crap's from. But anyways, they do good blocking the wind, especially in the wintertime. I'm sure y'all can hear some wind noise right now. It is actually starting to finally get cool. Woke up and I walked out this morning. It was like 59 degrees, which felt amazing compared to 3-4 weeks ago where you'd walk outside and it's like the low for the day is like 85 degrees. But anyways, back into it. So I've got Rogue Rider Industries LED turn signal kit. So these are, the fronts are switchback, the rears are just regular blinkers, but they're LEDs. Or I'll turn them on, let y'all take a look at them. Turn on the hazards. So you can see they alternate, right? They switch back from orange to white. You turn the hazards off, they're just white. It's like your daytime running light deal or whatever. At night, they're fairly bright. With the Harley mount to the handlebars, like the factory blinker mount or whatever, you can't really angle them to like point away from the bike or whatever to like light up the ditch line. It does better than the stock ones, obviously, because they're white LEDs, but you're kind of limited because of the Harley mounts and that sort of thing, and the hand guards, because it's cut out specifically for the headlight or the blinker, whatever. But overall good. I'll get a clip of the back also. I'll put that in right here, the video from the, kind of overlay it, but a video of the rear blinkers in hazard form, show them with them on and that sort of thing. You know, go figure, they were working 2-3 days ago, and then I go to record and now half of the half of that side of the bike isn't working right. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get with Rogue Rider Industries and see if maybe get them warranted. I don't know if there's a warranty. They're not too terribly expensive to buy them, so if I end up having to buy a new one, then it is what it is, right? All right, moving on to bars and risers. These are the Thrash and Supply 9.5-inch pullback risers. I actually had these. I actually put these on not too long ago. They're fairly fresh. I've got solid riser bushings, none of that neoprene stuff. Just a metal on metal. I like it. I like the feel of it more. You can feel more Yeah, you can feel more vibration in it, but it's like these motors are so well balanced and stuff like that. You don't really. It's not really a big deal as like how it was with like a twin cam or FXR where they just vibrate you to shit. Polyurethane or neoprene risers, whatever you want to call it, that I had on there before. They wore out, so I was just kind of like, whatever, which is surprising to me because they didn't have a whole hell of a lot of miles on them. Maybe I put them on wrong, I don't fucking know. But I like these solid bushings a whole hell of a lot better. I don't know why your alarm system is going off, sir. The key is in my pocket. Anyways, we'll just leave it on just so it's not like freaking the frick out. Dumbass thing. Anyways, 9.5-inch pullback risers. I also have the Thrash and Supply. This is their mid-bend bar. The old setup on the bike, I had a 13-inch, kind of like it wasn't really so much as a T-bar because it still kind of came up and had a little bit of a bend in the bar. It wasn't a pullback T-bar. It was just a straight 13-inch T-bar, and the actual handlebars built into it or whatever weren't very wide, and they didn't have much pullback. So riding, I was just like leaning forward a whole bunch and that sort of thing. Really taking a toll on my lower back on longer rides. Switched to these bars and risers. I have no complaints about them. I'm actually sitting straight up on the bike now, and I'm not leaning forward anymore. That's like we rode out to Livingston the other day, like I was saying, and no issues. My back felt great. Even riding, my ass was a little chapped, but I mean, it's what you get, right? So these grips, they're Avon grips. They feel pretty good. I don't like the stock Harley grips. They're kind of fat, and they're not very comfortable. They don't offer a whole lot of grip. And I don't know, maybe if it was just me, but it always seemed like the grip for the throttle was always smaller in diameter than the stationary grip on the left-hand side of the bar. So maybe that's just me. I don't know. I noticed it. It's just like big enough to notice a difference. They feel great. I do not like the design. So on this side, it goes up into the actual switch box, and the switch box bolts and stuff clamp it down and secure it to the bar, which it's not gonna slide out, but it does rock back and forth, and it is fully torqued. So that's something to keep in mind if you're looking at the Avon grips. Other than that, I really enjoy them. They're comfy on the hands. They're perfect diameter. That's basically it. I mean, they're pretty good. Good for the money. So this bar and riser bag is from Vulgar USA. It's a pretty good bag. There's a decent bit of space in there. I just use it to throw my wallet and keys and phone and just other bull crap. Going over it, I know people are going to ask me about it, that sort of thing. Velcro straps at Vulgar USA gives you with this Thrash and Supply riser. It's not long enough to go around and Velcro to it. The bottom is, because it's more narrow down here at the bottom, right? But up here at the top, I had to I just got it barely Velcroed, and then I just put a zip tie on there. I mean, who's gonna see it, Well, y'all obviously are now because I said something about it, but nobody notices. It's whatever. Holds it there just fine. It's just because these risers are fatter up here up top. Saddleman step-up seat. I went with the tuck and roll up front, and then for the passenger padding, I went just a plain diamond stitching. No special colors or nothing. It's just black with black stitching. The only actual color is over here on this side, and you can see it's gold to match the gold wheels, bronze wheels, whatever. I went with the tuck and roll. A lot of people go with the diamond stitching all the way around. It does look pretty uniform. I do like the way that it looks, but I've got a buddy of mine that has another lowrider, and he's got the diamond stitching for the driver portion of the seat, and I just didn't really like the way that it felt. The tuck and roll, you can search it up online and stuff like that. There'll be other videos about it and stuff, but the tuck and roll, I feel like, grips my ass a lot better than the diamond stitching did. The diamond stitching is still good because it still gives you that hard back to rest up against if you're getting on it. But the tuck and roll, I feel like I just feel secured to the bike. One thing too to note, so your factory seat is more linear with the bike, so it's going to clamp here and then come up, and it's going to stop about right there. So with the Saddlemen, you do sit further down onto the bike, which I like because I feel more planted. I feel more in the bike rather than just like being on top of it. That is one thing to note. If you change the bars and risers and you're like at the limit of how high you can go to where you're comfortable, and then you get the Saddleman seat, which sits you lower into the bike, you're going to be reaching further and stuff like that. So just take that into account whenever you buy the actually looking for a step up seat and that sort of thing. Moving up front, so this is a Bung King crash bar. I haven't really got a chance to test it out yet. Hope I never have a chance to test it out yet, but it is what it is. So I have that. I used to have the Bung King passenger pegs. Unfortunately, with the new exhaust that I bought, I'll get into the exhaust later, but with the exhaust that I bought, it no longer worked with the actual Bung King passenger pegs without me having to cut the Bung King pegs, like the mounting bracket and stuff, and try to modify them to make it work, that sort of thing. They were nice. I'll insert a clip here just showing you what they look like and that sort of thing, how they bolt up. They're pretty good. Flow Motorsport driver and passenger pegs, they grip your foot pretty good, especially like you're wearing Vans if you ride or something like that. The teeth fit into the holes pretty good, but they work great with other shoes and other, all that stuff. Very good quality. Not a whole lot to say about them. I mean, they're pegs. They're good quality pegs. I went with the like moto dirt bike style. I didn't really want a floorboard right there for this bike. A little more comfortable for me. Something to note, so with these passenger pegs, right? So this is the Harley Davidson passenger peg mount kit, whatever, right? So what it comes with, and you'll see. So it comes with this cylinder. This comes with the peg mount, okay? And then it comes with this pin right here, and then this like little shim deal that works as a spring kind of to hold the passenger peg in place. Ooh, I need to spray some WD-40 on those. Getting a little crispy. But anyways, point being, when you buy this kit from Harley, it does not come with the actual bolts that bolt this bracket to the frame. So you have to buy those separate. I didn't know that. I bought these, didn't even look in the box while I was at the dealership, whatever. Got home and I realized, oh, hey, I don't have any mounting hardware, which, Harley, that's bad on your part. That should be included. And of course, it's a special bolt, so you have to pay extra, that sort of thing. But I mean, it's Harley Davidson for you. I will note, so how it works. Maybe you can do it differently than I did. the extension and Torx bit socket that I had would not fit. There's a hole in here, and it bottoms out. The bolt actually goes in here, and it bottoms out like halfway down, kind of. The Torx bit socket and extension that I had wouldn't fit into that hole, so I had to go buy a set of extended Torx bit sockets. Here, I'll show you what those look like. So these are the extended Torx bit sockets. They come in as a kit. I bought these from Tecton. Nothing but good things to say about them. They don't stretch a whole lot, which obviously I like for torquing stuff down. They run from a T10 all the way up to a T60, all 3/8 drive. Okay, now I know what most of y'all have actually been waiting for, the exhaust. So this is a Stealth Pipes 2-to-1 with the reverse cone baffle. Nothing but good things to say about this pipe. It comes, the muffler is separate. I don't want to touch that, that's kind of hot. The muffler is separate. The two head pipes come TIG welded together as a one piece. So you're putting this up, you've got both pipes. They don't, like some other pipes, you have each header is a single, and then they clamp together to the muffler that comes into this Y, whatever. Well, the muffler is what's separate with a flange clamp here, and the 2-to-1 pipe, the 2-to-1 head pipes are welded together. Nothing but good things to say about this pipe. You can see that's where the exhaust bracket, support bracket goes, and that is also where the Bung King passenger peg would have bolted up to, but it wasn't going to work. I was going to have to modify it and all that stuff. See, this metal is pretty thick. It's I don't want to get it wrong, so I'm not going to say anything. It's pretty thick, pretty heavy duty stuff. I mean, it's like I can step on it, it's not moving, it's not going anywhere, whatever. I had a Two Brothers 2-to-1 megaphone exhaust on here. It sounded okay to me. It kind of sounded like a tractor. I didn't like how it mounted up. It's almost like they designed it for a different bike and then just made it work with the Milwaukee 8, because with the Two Brothers megaphone, what you have to do, there's heat shielding and all that kind of stuff, but basically you put a big ass spacer in between your peg mount and your control mounts or whatever, and it spaces it out away from the bike so the head pipe can actually fit through there. But it's like really spaced out away from the actual case and all that. Didn't really like that setup. I felt like I was like splitting my legs like that all the time. I wasn't centered on the bike, that sort of thing. Stealth Pipes does a good job of keeping everything uniform and nice and tight, and you don't have to put any spacers or anything like that in there. No, Stealth Pipes does not have heat shields, but I don't know if you could tell. See, that's the head pipe coming right out, and then it steps up to a thicker diameter head pipe, which it's the same inner diameter, I believe. Right? Don't quote me on that, but I would think, right? You common sense, put two and two together. You would think that it's the same inner diameter, and they just put a larger outer diameter pipe on here as like heat shielding, that sort of thing. Real thick, doesn't get too hot around my legs, that sort of thing. Love this pipe. I'll put a sound clip in right there. Okay. Thrash and Supply throwover bags. These are like a Kevlar deal. They're pretty sweet, you know. So these are the Essentials. They are their Gen 1 or whatever generation Essentials. They are not the V3s. The V3s, I believe, just looking at pictures online on their website and stuff, I believe the V3s are actually bigger than these other ones. And there is a difference in price, too. These are good bags just to throw over the motorcycle or whatever. They're not exactly not uniform, but they're not exactly like rigid. So I mean, I'll zip her up real quick, but they keep shape fairly well, but they're still kind of floppy, right? They don't hold their shape. And they're kind of small, in my opinion, especially see, what always happens, you've always got one person that has bags on their bike, and nobody else has bags on their bike. So the people without bags are trying to put their shit in your bags. Like, hey, can you hold this? Can you hold this, please? Hold this for me real quick, you know? That sort of thing. Nothing against anybody. It's just, these bags are fairly small, right? They're not exactly humongous, but they've got decent amount of space in there. They got an upper zipper pouch, you know, throw some shit in there. They've got these little guys. You can Velcro shit, zip tie, whatever you got. They have an outer pouch also. You can throw shit in. More of these straps on the outside. Some straps up there for their different accessories. All these like little straps and stuff that's for the Thrash and Supply accessories and stuff. They've got a whole bunch of stuff. Go to their website, check it out. It's pretty cool equipment. It's got like a little pocket deal right here, maybe for like a knife or a flashlight or something, whatever. Overall, good bags. Like I said, they are a little small, but anyways, a little small, good bags. They so they Velcro. They have these little. Let me get a flashlight. That sounds healthy. Okay, so let's see if you can see up in there. So they use these little brackets. You can see where they mount to the bung and the fender, and then they use these straps right here. These straps, they just Velcro on, and it holds it there. Pretty cool design, nice quality. Like I said, nothing bad to say about it. It does work with the quick detach sissy bar mounts and stuff like that from Harley Davidson, which is obviously very nice. You don't have to do no weird special crap where you put some sissy bars, they come and you gotta like slide them in between the fender and the subframe. There you go, subframe. And I mean, obviously you don't want that scratching up your shit. But anyways, moving on. This is what is it? Custom Dynamics. Yeah, Custom Dynamics lay down license plate kit. I mean, what do you want me to say about it? I mean, it's a lay down license plate kit. It's good quality hardware. They give you stainless steel hardware. This is obviously black. It ain't going anywhere. It can shake the whole bike with the fucking thing. I will say, getting up in here to get after the nuts on the backside of this thing is a pain in the ass if you don't have a jack. So I do have a jack, but I'm hard-headed, right? Like, not insinuating a stereotype, like most Harley-Davidson owners, whatever. That's a joke. Y'all fucking chill out. Having a jack that you can lift up the bike, let the rear tires sag, give you more space, get up in there. Okay, that's pretty much. Oh no, So something you can't see here, and I'll even do this. I'll even do this for you guys because I know y'all are gonna ask me if y'all can see it. Oh, well here, actually, that's pretty good. So these are the little brackets that Thrash & Supply sends with you. That's the hardware for the sissy bar mount, that sort of thing. So one's solid, one's got a bushing. It's because it locks and then locks into the back. So this is a sitch. You might be asking yourself, hey man, why does it look like your bike's sitting so much higher in the rear if you're saying it's completely stock? Well, it is completely stock, not 100%, but another buddy of mine, he has a 22 Lowrider S, okay? And he likes some more Lowrider looks, not really the club style look that I like. So what we ended up doing, actually, some of y'all can look it up and correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, whatever. I don't care enough to really focus on that. But I believe, so the stock 2020 monoshock for the Lowrider S is 12.6, 12.7 inches, something like that. The stock monoshock for the 22 is 13.1, right? So it's a little bit higher, you know. It's still rides like a fucking M8 Softail, whatever. Still plunges you in the butthole every time you hit a bump, but it is what it is, right? Maybe eventually I'll get like some Legends suspension and throw them on there, or some RWD. I know people talk about RWD all the time. They got nothing but good things to say about it. Speaking on suspension, stock forks up front. Stocky boys. I might get some Legends cartridges throw in there. Maybe. I don't know. For the type of riding that I do, it does pretty okay. Like I said, everything comes back to time and money. So I don't know if I'm going to or not. It rides decent the way it is now, but we'll see, because I have no self-control. Okay, so future plans for this thing, right? Hate this, right? You gotta fucking look down every time I want to see how fast I'm going, or what RPMs I'm turning. So I already ordered a Speed Kings tachometer and speedometer relocation kit for the bars. Put them up here, make them look nice and pretty. I will be making another video about that installation and some other things that are coming that I've ordered as well. I ordered a block-off plate from Etsy, of all things, so who knows when that's going to come in. I don't know, we'll see. I haven't really heard anything about it, but it is Sunday, so I probably wouldn't hear anything about it until the beginning of the new week. Actually, I think I ordered it Friday, but it was late Friday that I ordered it. Anyways, new stuff to come. I'm going to be making more videos about this bike and doing stuff. Maybe get into some ride-along videos and stuff when we go on rides and different shit. So show some of you guys the Houston area, if you haven't been here. Some cool things. Other future plans. So I talked about these Thrash & Supply saddlebags. They are good for what they are. They're okay for the price. Kind of small. So Thrash & Supply also makes, so they have these and then 3 other sizes that you can choose from. I think I'm going to end up buying the Expedition version of these saddlebags. They're bigger. They're still like this Kevlar fabric stuff that's fairly durable. I've looked at some videos on YouTube, and they're technically throw-over bags also, but just because of how big they are, they look kind of dookie if you just like use the strap and the whatever. So I'm going to get the hard mount brackets for them also. They are designed different. They're, like I said, they're a lot bigger, and they're not like flexible like these are, right? So they have like this, I can't remember, y'all can do y'all's own research. I'm not your freaking dad, okay? They have these plates in them, like a L plate, L bracket, whatever, that runs the actual width and depth of the saddlebag, and it makes it more rigid. But then you can also buy from Thrash and Supply the hard mount brackets, which I think looks better than the throw over for those expedition saddlebags. So I'll probably be getting some of those later on. Sometime you'll see a video come out eventually. I don't care enough about YouTube to make it a livelihood. I've got a real job that I have to go to. Something else too. So I talked about, I changed this windshield, I was saying visor earlier, windshield on this Road Warrior fairing. I think I'm gonna ditch it. I legitimately think I'm gonna ditch it. I want an FXRT fairing. Always wanted one. You can look them up. I think they're fucking sick. You know, FXRT fairing, big old shark nose dude, and then have the side deal. They're like shin blockers. Is what they do. They block the wind. I don't know. They fill in the gap right here. I think it looks badass. I want to get it. Want to do it. Like I said, everything, time and money. So I don't know. We'll see. I might order those toward the end of the year and then get into it. Maybe next month I'll order them. It's October right now. Maybe I'll get into it in November and wait until next year when they come in. Because so who I would go with, I like the is it Dominator? I think it's Dominator. I'll put it in the video what brand they are right here. I like the quality. I've seen them on bikes, I've seen them online, that sort of thing. They look good. I want to put them on this bike because I love it. The company that I can't remember the name of, that I put in a little deal earlier because I looked it up later on, not only makes the FXR-T, the T fairing, but they also make the side skirts, which I want the side skirts. I think it looks dumb if you just have the FXR-T fairing. It's my opinion. Don't get all butthurt about it. It's not that serious, okay? Anyways, that wraps up today's episode. Y'all stay tuned for more content coming out. Hope y'all enjoy the video.